We do have a lot of potatoes out here. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Oh golly.
Got a lot of potato businesses.
At least this, is grounded in truth. Some stereotypes are just ridiculous. Like Asian women can't drive or, black people can't swim. Idaho has potatoes.
Do another clap.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. This is
Gorgeous.
This is officially episode 4 because episode 4,
Episode
the
3.5
original
and 3.
episode 4 was what I deemed to be a partial disaster, but also a partial success. So we just named it 3.5.
I think it was fine.
It was okay. Like it turned out better than I expected it would, but I really went in there thinking as I was editing it that it was just going to be like a total mess. But
I think it turned out well.
yeah, it certainly did. So
Yeah.
very grateful for that.
I personally watch the podcast at work, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I'm on break.
Damn.
Let's take a second here to introduce this new face in the room. We have Ben here via Discord. And where are you at, Ben?
I'm right here. You know where I am. Right on your left. I'm here in person.
What state are you in? Cameron was in Nevada. Where are you?
I'm right next to him in Idaho. You know how it is.
There you go. In Idaho. Yeah. A
I'm
lot
at
of
West
potatoes
Coast
out there.
Mountain
What's
Time.
going on in Idaho right now?
What?
I said, are there a lot of potatoes out there? What's happening in Idaho right now?
Yo, that's so stereotypical.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, we do have a lot of
put you in a
potatoes.
box.
Actually, we have a lot of
What?
we do have a lot of potatoes out here. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Oh golly.
Got a lot of potato businesses.
At least this, is grounded in truth. Some stereotypes are just ridiculous. Like Asian women can't drive or, black people can't swim. Idaho has potatoes. We can say that definitively. So thank you for confirming that one for us.
We do
Now-
get a lot of potatoes at Amazon, by the way.
Oh, really? You guys fulfill
Yeah,
potatoes?
We get. So sometimes they order the big sacks of potatoes, and those go through our facilities at Amazon. So yeah, sometimes we do.
Wow.
I didn't even know.
I didn't either. And I don't think I needed to know.
A lot of-
But now I do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what if one day you never know?
You never know when you're going to need a sack of potatoes, really, truly.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Wow.
For
Amazing.
sure.
I feel like if people knew pre-COVID, then like Amazon would have got hella potato shortage.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely. All these people freaking out about
Long shelf life.
exactly, yeah.
that's true.
Potatoes are like the...
They get the little sprouts, you just cut them off. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what can't you do with them?
So we were talking
Good point.
before we started. We were talking about what was it exactly? Men can get breast cancer is what you're learning about?
They sure can. Yeah. I learned it in biology, which was not needed because I already kind of knew that. But it's surprising that some people actually didn't know that, which is more surprising to me, honestly.
Well, can't you just get cancer anywhere on your body? Really? Anywhere that it develops?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Uh-huh. So
So
it's not that surprising.
cancer's
but-
just cancer.
But the thing is about it is that breast cancer for women could be devastating because then they can't, if they want to rear children, they can't, they can't lactate, if there comes time for, a removal or if somewhere something gets botched and it could really compromise their ability to traditionally foster a child and nurture a child, right? So with men,
Right.
what I'm thinking is, if say you got breast cancer in both of your teats, your memories, and the doctor says, you're too far gone, you're in the late stages now, and you just found out, and the only course of action is to have your sloppers removed. What would you do? Would you
You remove your sloppers.
would you
That's
go
what I
down?
was
You,
stuck on.
as a male, you won't be able to
I was
lactate
like,
at that
what?
point.
your milk flaps. What would you do?
I
in that
judge you.
case?
I judge you, and I want you to know.
It's a serious question because
I mean,
if
at that
if
point,
you're-
at that point, you would just have to do it, though.
you just have to do it, right?
If there's no other choice, it's either do it or die. You're gonna do it
But
if you can afford it.
so then women, there's also like a what do you call it? Like a visual standard, like their beauty standards that women try to adhere to. And I think that the chest region is a big part of that, especially for a lot of men that admire that aspect of women. And yeah, I think some women would definitely, if it push came to shove, they would do the surgery or have them removed, right? But then they would
Absolutely.
look for plastic surgery, implants thereafter, so that they can kind of go back to leading their past life, their normal life, with big with a big rack.
Right.
But men, my question is, men, what would be the incentive to get a new chest, a new set of slammers?
There
you know
isn't.
What I'm saying?
There's no standard.
Where do you get these synonyms from? Where does this
There's
come
no
from?
just trying
appearance
to-
standard.
I've heard some things here and there, and I'm also trying to come up with my own. I'm trying to mix it up because if I just said boobies over and over again, that would get old real fast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even.
It would.
admit
It's
that.
not very.
Would you be
professional,
incentivized, Ben, to get a new set?
You're just saying this because I'm fat, right?
No. I'm asking the room, Lorenzo. Like, if you had, because you're losing. Well, I guess would they put your nipples back on? What if your nipples had cancer too?
I don't.
This is getting real dicey. I don't like this conversation anymore because it's just the cancer is so depressing. It's like it's for the people it happens to. It's just kind of it's shocking. For some people it feels inevitable because they've had family who had cancers past, and
My
it's really
my
just
family's genes have cancer.
who
so-
your genes. You said.
My family has genetic cancer, so every other generation gets cancer
Wow.
pretty much.
That's crazy.
Oh
So
my God.
it will be my turn at some point, and I know it, and it's gonna be inevitable. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen.
I met this dude.
This
What
is
a
supposed
long
to be
pause.
fun. This can't be like this. No,
No,
way.
this is real grim.
I mean,
Hey, we're
that's
just
terrible.
getting deep first, and then we can
You
come
never
out later.
told.
We're just
How long
going
have I known
like
you?
this.
You've never told me that, or I've never remembered it. If you had told me,
It's never become a topic. It's never become
What?
a topic of interest. Yeah.
Lorenzo, you said you know a guy that.
8 years.
So I met this dude,
Uh-huh.
and him and his mom, they like beat cancer multiple times. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Multiple.
That's pretty crazy.
It's wild. It's wild.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
How many
So, like,
times is multiple? Like
I'll-
twice, 3 times
I think it was at least 4.
each.
Yeah,
Each of them. Wow.
yeah.
I'm trying to put these headphones.
So they have
on.
like good genes and bad genes because it's like they keep getting cancer, but they keep beating it. So it's very interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Like how many
wild.
times can you
When
beat
it comes
cancer
back
before it beats you?
with a vengeance, that's just the worst, isn't it? Because it's like whew,
I thought I got rid of you.
it's like the battle. It's literally the battle of a lifetime for these people. Yeah, it's terrible to think about and to talk about even, but it exists. It's ever prevalent. And to segue to a related topic, you were also pondering the circumstances of
We gotta
what
talk
how did
about,
you
We
describe
gotta
it?
talk about dick cancer.
Dick cancer.
Dick cancer.
Now, I've never seen any reporting done on this.
I would tell
particular-
people not to tell. I'd be like, yo, keep this on the
Keep
low.
it on the low?
Yeah. Why would you want to talk about it? Like, I got dick cancer. Like,
They gonna have to cut it
yeah,
off.
Sorry. Like, you wanted to have a good time at my place, but now I have
I
dick
know-
cancer.
I know we
so-
just-
No.
I know we've been together for 2 years, baby, but I just want to let you know 2
Hold up.
months ago.
Hold up. Well, I was about to say 2 years and 2 years and
Two month-
y'all ain't do
2
nothing.
months
in
ago,
2
I went to my physician, and he referred me to a specialist because he said that something was going on with my dick. And I went to the specialist, and the specialist told me that it's bad. It's bad, baby. We're gonna have to take care of this in the next year or so. And I don't know if I'm ready, but I want to be upfront with you because in a year or so, there's not going to be no more of that. Really, I'm gonna have to use my hands, my whatever else
I feel like
God gave me.
maybe cosmetic surgery could replace it.
Cosmetic surgery.
I don't really know how
you're
far
gonna have a
we
silicone PP. What's going on here?
are. Don't women use that anyway?
But there's no this is an apparatus. It's not just a piece of meat, it's called that, but it's not that simple.
I mean, like, I don't know.
It's given life.
Sure?
You just put it on.
It goes to sleep. It wakes up.
I figured.
Sometimes it vibrates if you hit it right.
What? Your appendage vibrates?
Oh my God.
Excuse me?
This is just our most wildly inappropriate conversation yet, I think. And I think this should be.
Can I make a segue? You guys have any funny stories from work? Because I got a great one. If I'd like to
Please share. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we knew that one of my coworkers actually works at Starbucks during the day. So we decided after our late shift from 5 to 8 that we would go to Starbucks and actually order hot water. So we went into her store and she was like, "Oh my God, hi guys." And we were like, "Yeah, can we just get some hot water?" And she's like, "You're serious?" She's like staring at us for like at least a solid 2 minutes. It's just saying that. And then we were like,
cold
cracking
by
up.
you? It can't be cold.
No, it was pretty cold. It was during the morning.
Early in the morning.
Like
okay.
early morning.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
People did that. I worked at Starbucks, and people would ask for just hot water because it's free, and they want to warm up or whatever. But so she didn't understand why.
Yeah.
That's your story?
Yeah, she was confused. She was confused.
That's
no,
the
it was
whole
hilarious.
story.
No, yeah, it was funny. I thought it was funny. It's not like we get customers that come into Amazon because we work in storage and we move packages. It's not like we get customers that have like great stories to tell us. It's more like secluded than out there.
Yeah, no. I mean, you don't have to directly interface with customers, right? It's just you dealing with people in the warehouse, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just your coworkers, and boxes.
Because you work
Lots
at
and lots
Amazon,
of
what's
boxes.
your job description that you're doing in the warehouse?
I'm just an Amazon associate.
So there's not
Yeah,
like
so
there's
no,
not
it's
like
not like
specific
it's not like when you
tasks
apply to
assigned
Subway or fucking Five Guys, you're just like, yeah, I want to be behind the grill, or I want to be like a sandwich artist. It's more like when you're an Amazon associate, all you're doing is pretty much doing every task that you can. So you can pallet jack out the the pallets from the truck and get the boxes unloaded. You can move the boxes to their proper locations, etc. Stuff like that. Just organizing, pretty much, and then the drivers of those trucks will come in and pick up their packages that they need to get delivered.
Mm-hmm. So, and you're handing it off then to, like you said, UPS and FedEx, basically, and US mail.
Yeah, we sometimes outsource as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
sometimes you'll get an Amazon package from UPS or FedEx or whatever. It just depends on what drivers are available that day.
That's really interesting. So you can you could potentially cross train in every department because there are no real departments on the warehouse floor.
No, so all the packages that come through are from Amazon, but we as the last facility that they go to before they're dropped off, they will sometimes hire drivers that drive for UPS or FedEx.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Amazon's popping, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to pay well, or they do pay well, but they don't want to pay better with their resources. But still, I mean, the jobs are there.
It's a lot of backbreaking work, to be honest. It's like you guys have to stock your shelves, right, in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like doing that, but for 4 hours, except with like 50 to 200 pound boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and there's at least more than 200 of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
I used to do that at Target. Yeah, I did fulfillment at Target for a while, which was going around the sales floor and picking, and going around the back room picking items, and actually packaging them myself and preparing them for handoff for UPS and postal services.
It's a good feeling kind of job though, you know.
Yeah, it's very
like,
casual.
You know, you're
It's fast paced when it picks up, but it's still very casual and manageable,
right.
for sure. And there's a deadline too, so it makes you feel like you're actually working toward something. Like we had to finish
A
up
set
by
goal.
like 7 p.m. every day because that's when the pickup time was.
Right.
And then after that, you're preparing for the next day, getting ahead of it on online orders.
And it gives you a sense of accomplishment and I guess that sort of enjoyment because you're getting packages out to people who ordered stuff. So it's like, you know, the anticipation of waiting for a package and then getting one and then getting your package is, I mean, that's a lot of joy right there. So, you know, I'm happy to do my job.
Yeah, no. So with this podcast, we're about to end here. We have to wrap up because Lorenzo's going to leave soon. But with this podcast, we're doing a lot of just Lorenzo and I talking one-on-one about whatever goes on in our, you know, personal lives and in the world around us and you know, in other news. But also we're trying to do interviews and things with friends of ours and just whoever wants to, you know, get on here that we feel like we could have an interesting conversation with. And so we had Ben on here today, and tomorrow we're going to have another guest, and many more to come. Some on video calls, Discord, Zoom, FaceTime, however we can do it, whatever works for them, and then some in person. Tomorrow's going to be our first in-person guest. I'm very excited for that. And figuring out the logistics of that is going to be interesting, but I will try to work with it. And with that, I want to say thank you, Ben, for joining us on this. I know it was kind of short notice, kind of like the one with Cameron, but at least we've kind of figured out a system with this, and it should be a little bit better than last time. And Lorenzo, is there anything you want to say to wrap us up?
Let's see. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I had something and I forgot it.
Yeah.
I should have wrote it down. It's kind of wild.
Well, the advice then is, if you had something to say and you know you're gonna have to save it for later, maybe write it down. Write things down.
That is good advice.
It's pretty good advice, and you gave it. So, props to you.
Okay.
Also, I want to say I'm sorry. You know, I feel like you can't get a word in edgewise, but eventually we will have people on that I won't be able to, you know, contribute to, and I'll be sitting back and just listening and learning too. So I know our friend Bryce commented on one of the last videos, and he reached out to me, and I told him I'd like to have him on too. And I said, y'all two can talk about anime and Dragon Ball or whatever, and then I'll hang back. So
Bryce could go on for a while about Dragon
I know.
Ball.
So y'all can have fun with that, but that'll be coming soon. But tomorrow, it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna have our first in-person guest. But thank you, Ben, for joining us, and thank you, Lorenzo. It's time for you to get out of here. So beat
I
it.
got things to do. I'm a busy individual.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
To do it again.
See you guys.
Oh God.